Good morning, students. Welcome back to Science Online class. In our previous video, we have studied about plant fiber, cotton and jute in detail. Today, we will study about some animal fiber like wool and silk. Animal fiber means the fiber which obtained from animals. Like wool is obtained from hair of sheep and silk is obtained from silkworm. Okay, so first of all we will start with wool. Wool is the textile fiber obtained from hair of sheep and hair of some other animals also. Removal of hair is done by using special clippers and is called shearing. You can see in the picture a person removing the hair of sheep. This process is called shearing of sheep. Now, this sheared wool is packed in bales and sent to the mills for cleaning and for processing. There are different processes of takes place in mills like cleaning of wool, combing of wool by using special comb in mills. Combing of wool takes place. Sorting of wool, and last process is spinning of wool. And after these all processes, the fiber is so obtained is the woolen yarn. Let's take a look of different processes takes place in mill. First of all, sheared wool is cleaning in the mills. Then after that, combing of wool with the help of special comb. Combing of wool takes place. Sorting of wool and spinning of wool. And after these all processes, the fiber is obtained is woolen yarn. You must have seen your grandmother or mother knitting a sweater. A sweater is made by knitting woolen yarn by hand or by machine. All of you must be familiar with woolen yarn. See the picture. Sweaters are knitted by using single continuous yarn. You can see in the picture, a sweater is made from single continuous yarn. Wool is being fluffy because it traps air. Wool is very bad conductor of heat. It does not allow body heat to escape. And because of this, sweaters keeps us warm in winter. Okay, that's all about wool fiber. Now, move to the next animal fiber, silk. Silk is one of the most expensive fiber due to its natural luster and shimmer. It is very shiny material. Silk is obtained from cocoons of Bombyx mori silk moth larvae. You can see in the picture, this is Bombyx mori silk moth and that white rounded one is cocoon. The silk threads are obtained from this cocoon. Bombyx larvae of Bombyx mori moth are fed freshly plucked mulberry leaves. And each silkworm spins a continuous thread about 800 meter long to make a cocoon. Means single cocoon is made up of 800 meter long silk thread. To obtain this silk thread, the silkworm, live silkworm, inside the cocoon are killed by dipping these cocoons in boiling water. Boiling of cocoons also help in unwinding of silk fiber. Silk is only naturally occurring filament fiber. Silk cloth is very expensive because of its texture and luster. Because of this great demand of silk, people in rural areas doing silk farming. Silk farming means cultivation of silkworm to produce silk on large scale, and this rearing of silkworm for commercial production of silk is called sericulture. Notice that the rearing of silkworm for commercial production of silk is called sericulture or silk farming. It might be asked in the exam, what is sericulture? So, sericulture means rearing of silkworm for commercial production of silk is called sericulture. So, that's all about silk fiber, children. Now, we will study about some synthetic fiber. Synthetic fiber means the fiber which made by human, or man-made fiber means synthetic fiber. Synthetic fibers are made by humans through the chemical synthesis. Natural fibers are directly obtained from living organism, and just opposite to that, synthetic fibers are obtained from some chemicals by human. Synthetic fiber like nylon, rayon, polyester, etc. actually plastics made from chemicals. These are plastics and that are obtained mostly from petroleum. Means nylon, rayon, polyester, such synthetic fibers are actually plastic and these obtained mostly from petroleum. Molten plastics is passed through, now we will see some steps how synthetic fibers prepared in factory. Synthetic fiber like nylon, rayon, polyester, etc. are plastics made from the chemicals, and this molten plastic is passed through the holes of a spinnerets. Long thread emerging from the holes of the spinnerets are cooled and solidified. Then after that, several threads of this twisted together to make yarn. And this synthetic yarn so obtained are woven to get synthetic fabric. Let's take a recap how synthetic fibers is prepared in factories. Synthetic fiber like nylon, rayon, polyester, etc. are plastic actually and made from some chemicals, petroleum. That molten plastics is passed through the holes of spinnerets. So, long threads emerging from the holes of spinnerets are cooled and solidified. Then after that, several threads of these twisted together to make yarn. And this synthetic yarn is so obtained are woven to get synthetic fabric. And in this way, synthetic fabric is obtained. I hope everyone understood this. Now we will study about some advantages and disadvantages of synthetic fiber. Okay, so first of all, advantages. Synthetic fiber have high tensile strength than natural fiber. It means synthetic fibers are very strong than natural fiber, and this enables them to carry weights. Synthetic fibers are wrinkle resistant and they retain their original shape, and this quality make them convenient to wash and wear. Synthetic fiber have good elasticity so that they can easily stretch. Means synthetic fibers are very stretchable. Synthetic fibers are soft and are used to make variety of cloths and clothing material. And synthetic fiber can blended with natural fiber like wool and cotton to make the cloth strong and absorb sweat too. It means synthetic fibers can also mix with natural fiber like wool and cotton. Wool and cotton are absorb sweat, so that it mixes with synthetic fiber. So to make the cloth, and which is very strong and absorbs sweat too. Okay, but along with these advantages, synthetic fiber have some disadvantages also. So, disadvantages of synthetic fiber are: this synthetic fiber does not absorb moisture like sweat, and this makes them unsuitable to wool during humid weather. Synthetic fiber cannot absorb moisture or sweat like wool or cotton, and which makes them unsuitable to worn during humid weather. Synthetic fiber can catch fire easily, hence it is very dangerous to worn near the fire or heat. Synthetic fiber cannot be ironed easily, as they can burn or melt very easily. Okay, these all are disadvantages of synthetic fiber. Let's have a look. Synthetic fiber cannot absorb moisture or sweat like wool and cotton, which make them unsuitable to worn during the humid weather. Synthetic fiber can catch fire very easily, and hence it is dangerous to worn near fire or heat. They cannot be ironed easily, as they can be burned or melt very easily. These all about synthetic fiber. Now let's perform a simple activity, children, to identify the different fabrics by burning their yarn. You can do this activity at home. First of all, collect some sample of different type of fabric like cotton, wool, silk, nylon or polyester. It means you have to collect some piece of cloth of cotton, wool, silk, nylon or polyester. Put out a few strands of yarn from this cloth sample. Means put out some few threads of yarn from this cloth sample, and hold this strand from one end with the pair of tongue and bring the other end of the strands close to the flame of lighted candle. Now carefully observe the way the yarn burns and match your observation with the table which is shown here. The table you can see here. You have to match your observation. Children, try to identify the fabric of sample on the basis of its burn characteristic. But you have to do this activity at home in presence of your parents. Don't try to do this alone. Now, if your cloth burn without melting or shrinking and smells like burning paper, then that cloth sample must be cotton. If your cloth burn without melting or shrinking and during the burning smells like burning paper, then that cloth sample is of cotton. If your cloth shrink away from the flame and burns but does not melt, smell like burnt meat, then it must be silk. The threads shrink away from the flames and burns, does not melt and smell like burnt hair, then it must be wool. And if your cloth sample shrink away from the flame and burns, melt and burns and smell like burning plastics, then it must be synthetic fiber. It might be nylon or polyester or rayon. I hope you will enjoy this activity. But children, do this activity under the supervision of your parents or adult. In our next video, I'll give you some notes. So that's all for today, children. Goodbye.